just opened up MCAT registration today, and the website has been down all morning. I've been getting messages. My phone's blowing up. I was on call last night in the hospital. People blowing me up. So I thought I'd hop on here this morning before I go take a nap and let you guys know what you need to do to salvage your MCAT in this application cycle and you don't botch it. So let's get into it. Hit the intro and we'll go. But stop making excuses. Stop whining. Stop, right? Get at it. No excuses. Just dominate. What is up, guys? We are live action. And thank you guys for joining me this morning. This is a spontaneous live because some of you guys have been blowing my phone up and my email. So I thought I'd come on here, give you guys some wisdom about this because people are panicked. People are taking to the streets. We've already been protesting about coronavirus. Now people are protesting about AAMC, locking them out of their MCAT registration. How dare they? What up, y'all? Nimmy in the building. Meryl, hello. Sally, Kasim, Leslie, what up? Night Shock Plays, what up? Christina, hello. So what should you guys do, right? People are freaking out. I think it's so funny. I was talking with my studying group last week, and I was explaining that when chaos strikes, when adversity hits, you really see people's true character. And I think with coronavirus, yes, things have been thrown for a loop, but people are overreacting to everything. They're like hypersensitive. It's like, I don't know, sometimes like I just got off call, right? Like I've been up for the last day. And so I'm tired right now. So if someone were to come at me and maybe something I would normally be like, oh, that doesn't hurt my feelings. It might hurt my feelings today, right? It might make me a little more emotional than normal. And for some of you guys, that's how this cycle is going. And right now, right, MCAT test dates are open. Some of you guys had your MCAT canceled. Some of you guys were planning on signing for the MCAT, but then it got blocked. So now today, finally, you're going to be able to register. You're going to have a date. You're going to have some certainty. The first thing I want to say, guys, is even if you were able to register already today, there is no certainty because we don't know what's happening with test dates. I predicted that even though they were having May test dates, that they would be canceled. They got canceled. I'm still predicting that I don't think June test dates are necessarily going to happen or should happen. So we'll see what happens with that. And so even if you are able to register today, it's still uncertainty. So what we have to do is focus on, right? So if you are ready, you're like, man, okay, I'm going to get my MCAT going, but what should I do? You need to get a hold of yourself, grab yourself, shake yourself, and say, hey, I can only control what I can control. And some of you guys have been so focused and so thrown off by not having an exact MCAT test date that it doesn't matter when you test because you won't be prepared because you've been procrastinating, because you've been slacking off, because you haven't been putting in the work. Right? Tell me I'm wrong, right? Comment in the box right now. Let me know if you guys are going through this right now, where all this uncertainty has caused you to jump off your plan, to not be doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? You guys can only control what you can control. And what throws off, I always say anyone can get into medical school, but what throws students off is their inability to worry about and focus on the things that are immediately in front of them that they can control. And they're so worried about things they can't control that they allow that to throw them off of what they can control and actually execute. And the examples with your guys' grades. People get so worried about that one F last year that they mess around and throw off the grades this year. Or they're so defeated about their undergrad GPA that they don't even bother trying for a post-bac program. And for you guys, this cycle is chaos. I acknowledge 100% and I feel you. I feel you. It sucks. But just because it sucks doesn't mean it's impossible. Doesn't mean it's not something you can't overcome and get into medical school still. But what you guys have to do is stop focusing on all the uncertainty and start finding, right, all the problems, all the reasons why this cycle is crazy, and start focusing on what you can control. Get in on your MCAT studying. So if you can't register for a test day today, it doesn't even matter because some of y'all, and I literally, I got an email this morning. I'll read it to you guys. I printed it out because I'm going to go hard on this tomorrow with my coaching students because it's a perfectly, this is what I get in emails. You guys ready? Because Seem said internal locus of control, baby. We got to be in control. Right? So listen to this. This is what a student sent me literally this morning. Okay? Or I'm sorry, they sent it last night at 11 o'clock, 10:59 p.m. Hey, Dr. Pinesett. I watched your MCAT webinar. Right? And if you guys have not seen my MCAT webinar, make sure you guys get in there and check that MCAT webinar out. It is awesome. It is off the hook. Right? But I checked out your MCAT webinar and it was amazing. I'm currently in Next Step Prep's MCAT prep, and I spent over $1,000 on this course. And I really wish after watching your webinar I had not, and then I could get your course. My question to you is that I studied before with Princeton Review, and now I'm doing Next Step Prep, and I studied with Princeton Review and took the test in January 2020. I got a 490. I'm now studying with Next Step Prep, and I'm scheduled to take my test next month. Okay? But I feel discouraged, I feel not great, all these kind of things. And the question they ask me is if I get in your course, am I going to be able to get 10 points in a month? And the question, right, my rebuttal to the student was, hey, insert name, no program can guarantee a 10-point score bump in a month. Particularly, and this student was going to school, I didn't read the whole email, is going to school and working full time, right? And so I said, I can't really guarantee that. And I said, you took a $1,000 course already and got a really low MCAT score. While I'm not the biggest fan of the Princeton Review's course, your score is not solely based and because of their class. It is because you were not spending enough time and enough quality time on the MCAT. So the question you should be asking yourself is, are you going to be ready for a June test date? Meaning, can you increase your score by 10 points with your current MCAT plan? The answer is obviously no. Otherwise, you wouldn't have attended my webinar and you wouldn't be considering my course, right? So then you have to ask yourself, are you not ready to get the score you need on the MCAT, given their low GPA and their track record? Is it the smartest thing to take the MCAT in 1 month? Maybe the smarter move would be to enroll in my course, completely change up your approach, and then push your test date back to late summer or even possibly January and apply next cycle. Just me thinking out loud. I hope you will think about the validity of your plan. That's an email I answered this morning. And some of you characters out here are going to blame the fact that you couldn't register today for the test for the reason your score is going to suck. Some of you guys are blaming right now, you're in the Princeton Review, you're in Kaplan, you're in Next Step Preps, and you blame that class for not getting you the score. When in reality, right, and again, I'm not a big fan of these expensive prep classes, obviously. But the reality is it's up to you. It's your dream. Are you going to go get it, or are you going to sit here and make excuses as to why everyone else isn't doing what you need to get your job done? This cycle is chaos. This cycle sucks. The fact there's no MCAT dates, it sucks. But what you guys have to understand is you can't control that. But if an MCAT test date does come available and you're not prepared and you get less than 500, whose fault is that? Is anybody going to care? Our medical school can be like, oh, you know what? The AAMC, they didn't have enough bandwidth on their website. Oh my gosh, we're going to let you in with your 495 MCAT. Right? I can only say what I can say when I can say what I can say. And so for all of you guys out here who want to go and, right, and one of my students was had me cracking up like, man, people are on it on Twitter. They got AAMC trending on Twitter because AAMC is trash and blah, blah, blah. And we were laughing because like, everybody's out here spewing hate on Twitter. For what? Do you think AAMC reads your Twitter? Like, do you think, oh yeah, you know, guys, we're going to rise up on Reddit. We're going to get on Reddit. What is AAMC going to do for you guys today? Other than work on their tech back end. You think they're really out here reading your tweets, reading your Reddit? Get to work. Go study. If it's too much uncertainty and too much stress, and this is a conversation, and I loved it. Last week we had coaching with my MCAT students, and several of them sent me emails this week letting me know they're going to push back their MCAT because they just found me and they recognize they're not where they need to be. There's too much uncertainty. There's too much chaos. They're not prepared. So they're going to do the right thing and say, you know what? Instead of trying to fight through the freaking hailstorm, I'm just going to go ahead and go back inside and wait for a sunny day and go ahead and apply and go and take my MCAT when it's sunny out. But some of you guys are electing. This is actually a perfect analogy. We're live here, right? We're live action. If you guys are enjoying it so far, give me a like right now. Let me know that I haven't lost my mind. I'm tired. I've been up over 24 hours, so I might be all over the place. But listen here and listen now. Some of you characters are out here electing to step out into the hail. You're stepping out into the snow. Boop, 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 boop. I want to go outside today. I don't care what's going on. And you step out into the hail. That is COVID, MCAT test dates changing, MCAT timelines. You step out into the hail with no umbrella, and the rocks are hitting you in the head. Bam, 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 bam. Hail drops. Bam. Oh, test down. Oh, Testing services down. Oh my gosh, Pearson. Oh my gosh, I don't have to wear a mask. Oh my gosh, you get hit by the hail, and all you want to do is complain. Some of y'all need to get back in the house. Some of y'all need to get back in the house and wait for a sunny day, right? I went to medical school on the West Coast. Why? Because I'm a California kid. I knew darn well I could go to the East Coast and go Ivy League, but I'm not equipped for snow. I love my sunshine. I'm too fragile to get into some snow. So I took myself, stayed on my West Coast, knowing who I am. But some of you guys aren't recognizing, some of y'all got underlying anxiety and depression conditions. True or false? Can we be honest? Can we talk about people's anxiety and people's stress levels? Do most of you guys live, right, with lots of anxiety, lots of stress? Right? We can be honest. There's nothing to be ashamed about mental illness. Right? I live with anxiety. I live with sad moments. It's okay, right? We can acknowledge that. We can get the help and we get the treatment we need. But if some of you guys are suffering from anxiety and depression at such high levels that you find yourself struggling to get through the day on normal times, this is a major life event, this coronavirus. The things that we're going through. Applying to medical school is stressful already. So when you add up all of these things, if you're already stressed at baseline, if you're already over anxious at baseline, right now, it might be a great opportunity for you to step back inside and step away and say, listen, it's just too much for me right now. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving pieces. Let me go ahead and just bow out this cycle so that way I can come back healthy, energized, positive. That way I can get into my personal statement and be excited to write it and do my application. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be burnt out and I'm going to do it right next cycle. Brant, what up, baby? I got to get back to your email, Brant. I know it, man. We're going to set up a call. Matter of fact, Brant, are you around today? We're going to hop on a call right now. Like, legit, Brant. I'm going to send you a Zoom link right now. We'll hop on a call in 2 hours. Can you do that, Brant? I'll talk to the rest of you guys in a second. But Brant is my man from way back when. Brant knows what I'm talking about, right? He elected to put a hold on his journey to medical school to make sure his family has what they need. Saying, listen, I got all this stuff going on. I got to take a second. I got to make sure my family's tight. Then I'm going to go on with my medical school journey, right? Take a second. We step back. It's okay, y'all. I know I'm a go-getter, right? I'm always like, go get it, no excuses, just dominate. But you can't dominate if you ain't ready, baby. If you aren't ready, if you're overwhelmed, right? If you're at a loss, if you're confused, if you're perplexed, if you're unprepared, it's not your time to dominate. Take a second and don't let people make you feel bad for that. There's nothing wrong with taking a gap year. Don't let people shame you for doing what you got to do. That's all I'm saying. Some of you out here, right? We pushing my application bootcamp. We pushing. We getting our applications in. But some of y'all, it's okay to say, shoot, this is all just too much. I'm overwhelmed. So instead of venting on Twitter, just be like, man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this energy and I'm going to improve myself. I'm going to go ahead and take this energy I would spend typing out my witty tweet, scrolling through memes to shame the AAMC. Instead, I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to go get mine. I'm going to get my MCAT prep on. I'm going to get my study on. I'm going to go work on my personal statement. I'm going to figure out my why. I'm going to help somebody today who's in need. I'm going to go educate myself about coronavirus. I'm going to go educate myself about something. I'm going to go get a workout and hit them push-ups, y'all. Hit them home push-ups. Something. Right? See Charles in the building too. What up? What up, right? So everybody understand it's going to be all right. Can we all acknowledge? Can everybody say it's going to be all right? Type in the box right now and say it's going to be all right. Let people know, because people out here for real wild and stressing. I'm waiting for the riots to happen. You know what I'm saying? We see these illiterate cats on the streets with their protesting signs. Imagine some fully educated premeds on the streets. Imagine the signs we would see. The signs we would see. Whoo! I saw somebody's sign who was out here protesting COVID. Their sign said, everyone say this word with me. GENTALMEN. GENTALMEN. What does that spell? What does that spell, y'all? These are the people out here protesting. So imagine if some premeds got together, put together some real signs, and we knew how to spell, man, it'd be some crazy protesting. But thank you, y'all, for putting it in a box. I appreciate it. Happy thoughts, Sally, Meryl, Nightshock, Nemi, Bishu, Kasim, Trevid, Chico, Marina. I appreciate all you guys put in the box. Ayan, Shelby, letting people know it's going to be all right, y'all. We can breathe. we can breathe. We will get in. Ladies and gentlemen. Sad, y'all, sad. So everybody, what you need to do, AMCAS is closed, AAMC closed, whatever, AAMC shut down, website down, chill back. Let everybody get heated on Twitter and let them burn their energy and their zest for life out on Twitter. And you bag back, go enjoy some sunshine today. It's a beautiful day in SoCal today. Beautiful. Rain, but no rain, it's just sunshine rays all over my face. Take the day, take a deep breath, take a breather, and come back at it this afternoon. Come back at it tomorrow, because you're getting angry for nothing. You're getting frustrated for nothing. You need all of your capacity, all your facilities about you to be successful. So focus on that, right? Cult of greatness in the building, y'all. Always coming strong. I appreciate it, y'all. So I appreciate you guys being here. I just want to quickly, I'm going to go lay down and catch myself a nap. In case I wasn't delirious enough on this stream, I'm going to go lay down and catch myself a nap. Everyone have a beautiful and a wonderful and a lovely day, and don't get caught up in other people's outrage. I'm going to say that one more thing. Don't let other people fire you up so that you can burn all your fuel and they can take advantage of that. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? Come on, oh, you gassed up. Some of y'all out here letting people get you gassed up, get you off track, get you off focus, get you heated because you don't operate well when you heated. And I'll leave that before I leave, right? I'm going to leave. It's off topic, on topic. Some of y'all already know this. I was notorious, a legend at UC Irvine, home of the ferocious anteaters, zot, throw it up, right? Legendary for coming into class and coming into test day and yelling as the test went out, domination at the top of my lungs in the lecture hall, right? And people are like, oh, you're so rude. You disrupted me. And I'm like, boom, winning. Because now you're heated. Now you're upset because I yelled domination and I'm in the gosh darn zone. And I'm about to take it to this test, to this curve. It's done. That's the difference. Some of y'all out here letting people gas you up. Let's get our things. Let's go on Twitter. Go study today. How about that? How about you get yourself to a table and study instead of spending all morning watching the screen refresh? I'm following Twitter to see what the latest is. Go study today. Do that. Be productive. Move forward. Because some of y'all out here gassed up on somebody else's feelings. AAMC don't care about you. They've shown that time and time again. So why are you out here giving AAMC the power over your life? It's your med school future. AAMC ain't trying to go to medical school. You are. I can do the math. I can do the math, guys. Yelling AAMC doesn't care about you does nothing. AAMC, you don't love me. Yes, we don't love you. It's established. AAMC is an entity. They don't care about you. They got no feelings, no hearts. It's a machines. So what you guys need to do is recognize and overcome. Because I bet you, there's a lot of cats out there today who are doing their thing, who are prepared, who are going to be getting it, despite AAMC's inability to run their website, despite Pearson's inability to let testing happen properly, despite MCAT uncertainty. Go get your success, y'all. All right? Everybody, it's been real. I'm going to go take a nap. You guys know who it is, right? Dr. Pinesett. The website is studenttransformation.com. If you want to go and get yourself better with some courses, with some coaching, if you want to come join our cult of greatness, come get your greatness on, come get with us, right? If this is your first time here, catching this live, this is truly live action right here to your face. Take a second and subscribe, and then hit the bell that says turn on notifications, so that way you can be like all the cats who are on here right now, getting this live information right to your face. I guess maybe should I answer some questions since I'm on here live? I don't go live very much anymore. Should I answer some questions while we're on here? Who wants to answer some questions? We'll do some questions. Ask some questions. We'll do some questions. Joel says, might be Joel, but I'm thinking it's Joel. How many times has this happened already? AAMC probably has outdated servers. Of course, right? That's why everything takes time, because there's really no incentive. Why do they care about things being delayed? It's not the first time a server's ever crashed, right? Who was with me, right, when we did our MCAT webinar, and you guys crashed my website because they were trying to go get into my MCAT course, and you guys crashed my servers. It happens. A lot of people surge. It happens. We were trying to have a Zoom, right, for our coaching last week, and some of y'all got locked out because we hit the 500 person cap in our coaching session at 6 in the morning. I had to go to Zoom and buy more space so that all of us get on there. Right now we're up to I have 1,500 slots now, so no one will ever get knocked out of our coaching. But the point is, stuff happens. This is just tech. It's no offense, right? Go get yours. Go get yours, y'all. This is a beautiful time. It's 2020, and yes, stuff is people want to perpetuate negative, but while everyone's focused on the negative and oh my gosh and the dread and terror, there are people out here winning, working, grinding, improving themselves. Okay, Meryl, I'll check my email. Thank you. Yeah, loan repayment. So here's the whole thing, guys. So you guys can stress yourselves out about your little puny undergrad loans, but if you have undergrad loans, that means you're a broke student. And from one broke student to another broke student, right? This broke student to that broke student. Your medical school loans are going to, your undergrad loans compared to what you're about to take out for medical school, it's like the elephant to the mouse. So why stress yourself about trying to keep the interest off your $30,000 or $40,000 when you're about to go rack up $300,000 in medical school loans? Does that make sense, everybody? Think about that. Some of y'all out here are working, I'm going to work for 3 years, full-time job, pay down some of my undergrad debt just to go accumulate 10 times the debt in medical school. Some of y'all out here letting your MCAT score slip because you got to work to pay your school loans. Screw that. Do that forbearance. Do that grace period. Let them come get you. You know what I'm saying? Sally Mae is a friend to me. She calls me every day, let me know, hey, Dr. Pinesett, just letting you know, you owe us a boatload of cash. I said, thank you so much, Sally Mae. You'll get it when I got it. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. So for you guys and your loan management, shoot, you're going to have to pay back so much debt in the future. Focus now, because all that debt, right? So let's just say this. Let's just say you're able to pay off and keep your interest from accruing in your gap year, but you don't get into medical school. Is it worth it? Does everybody understand what I'm saying right there? I want everyone to comment in the box right now. If you were able to keep your undergrad loans from accruing interest, or you were able to pay off $5,000 of the total loans, is that $5,000 worth not getting into medical school? Think about that, y'all. I want you guys to really, really ask yourself that question, right? Because when we do stuff, a lot of times we do stuff, we don't really think about it. We just, I'm going this. No. Wait a minute. The only reason I went to college was to get a degree so that way I can get into medical school. But if I don't get into medical school, then what? I just wasted 40 grand. What are we doing? Focus on priorities. If something's keeping you from your ultimate priority, it's a loss. So just think about that. All right, I gotta go. I gotta fall asleep because I'm clearly belligerent today. I'm on here yelling at you guys. I'm sorry. Let me talk softer. How is everyone doing today? Is everybody doing okay? Sunshine and rainbows, that kind of stuff. Right? Think about that. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. George says, how long is your MCAT prep course? My MCAT prep course is just over 30 hours of content. Yeah, like Meryl just said, we on a mission. I'm on a mission to empower how many? 1 million students, guys. We're gonna make it happen. We're growing rapidly. We like Cult of Greatness community is popping. The Cult of Greatness group is popping on my website. I'm so excited. Exactly. Chester Charles said, show up and be counted. All right. J-Man says, first time on your channel. What up, J-Man? Make sure you subscribe. Can med schools allow us to apply without? Yes, I did a video on that. So J-Man, you're new here. It's okay. I did a video all about medical school timeline this year and as it relates to the MCAT. So please go check that video out. I did it like I think maybe a week ago, and I think I did another one 2 weeks ago. So check that out because updates are coming, but check those videos out. Yeah, so GL Charlie says, is it better to get secondaries or MCAT submitted first? I'm split between either a July or late August test date. What do you guys think? Right? So in a normal cycle, an MCAT is a precursor to getting a secondary. In this cycle, there's some fudge factor. But you should focus on the MCAT first because secondaries will never stop and an MCAT has a finite date. So MCAT should be your focus over secondaries. All these like secondary websites, oh, we got all the secondaries for every school listed. That's a bunch of crock. Wait until you get secondaries and do secondaries. Why are you doing secondaries before you do your primary? Why are you doing secondaries before you do MCAT? I don't know. You're preparing for secondaries you might not ever get. That's all I'm trying to say. Everybody, I'm going to sleep. Brent, I'm going to send you an email right now. We'll set up a call. Not this morning. I'm going to go sleep. I'm going to get like 3 hours, and then we'll get together this afternoon. I need 3 hours of sleep just to kind of get my sanity back, because I'd be kind of crazy on the phone call. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Like I said, Dr. Pinesett, the website is studenttransformation.com. First time here, subscribe, right? Take a second, guys. It's 25 minutes we've been on here. Live action after my call shift. Take a second, like this video. Take a second, like this video. Take a second, like this video. Did I say that enough times? Take a second, like this video. How do we always end, guys? How do we always end? No excuses. Just dominate, guys. Everyone have a wonderful and a blessed day. Thank you, guys. Later. Today is the day, guys. No more excuses, no more complaining. You're going to take your future in your own hands. You're going to dominate. You're going to be successful. Get to my website, studenttransformation.com. I challenge you. What are you going to do today to make your life better?